Further Maths GCSE Level 2 qualification, changing the subject of the formula. So at this level we're looking at formulas that have the subject appearing twice. So what we need to do is to get the subjects together so that we end up with the form where you have the formula t equals, in this case, because that's what the subject we want to make. So as always, we would multiply out the bracket to start with. So 4w times t is 4wt. Actually, it should be tw, it doesn't really matter in this case. Plus 4w times 2 is 8w. Now we need to get the t's together. I've got 4wt and 5t, so I'm going to take the 4wt over to the left hand side. So I've got 5t minus the 4wt, because I need to take it away. I'm going to move the plus 3 to the right hand side. So I've got 8w, take away 3, because to move a plus 3 I need to subtract it from both sides. Okay, so now we've got the t's together, and as is a common method for these sort of questions where you've got t's in two places, you usually have to factorise out the t. So I've got t times 5 and t times minus 4w. So if I take the t out, put a bracket in, what I'm left with is a 5, because t times 5 is 5t, and minus 4w, because t times minus 4w is minus 4wt. So I get that, and then I can just divide by this whole bracket to leave t on its own. So I divide by that bracket to get 8w minus 3 all over 5 minus 4w. Okay, you may get certain variations of this. You can multiply through each term by -1, so you could change the sign of every term. So that would be exactly the same as 3 minus 8w all over 4w minus 5. That would be the same thing. So if you've got that answer, that's the same as this answer. It just depends how you add and subtract things on to the left and the right. Okay, so part B, work out the exact value of t when w is minus 1/8. So this is taking the formula, because now we've got the formula, we can use that to work out the value of t more easily. You could still work it out using this original formula, but it should be easier if we put it into this one. So t equals 8w, so 8 times minus 1/8 minus 3 all over 5 minus 4 times minus 1/8. Okay, so that's times. Now we could put that into a calculator. Shouldn't really need to, because we should be able to deal with this sort of thing, but you could, if you type that in exactly into a calculator, it would give you the answer in its simplest form. But as we're further mathematicians, we should be able to deal with this without a calculator. So we've got 8 lots of minus 1/8, which is just minus 1. 8 lots of 1/8 is 8 eighths, which is 1. So that's minus 1, minus 3, all over 5, take away 4 lots of minus 1/8. Well, 4/8 is a half. So I'm taking away minus a half, which is adding a half. So I end up with minus 1 minus 3, which is minus 4, all over 5 plus a half, which is 5 halves. Now 5 halves is the same as 11, 5 and a half, or 5 halves. 5 and a half is the same as 11 halves. When I'm dividing by a fraction, that's the same as times by that fraction upside down. So we end up with 4 times 2, which is 8, and 1 times 11 is 11. Which is minus 8/11. Okay, so yeah, so I mean that's not very easy. So you could do that on a calculator. It's worth 3 marks, so it's obviously worth checking it on a calculator certainly, to make sure you're getting it right.